Back to Brockton Bay by Lord Roustabout. When we left off, the main character was contemplating the fact that, or was being thankful for the fact that his workshop restocked automatically, even if he only has the equivalent of hobby supply work. With an idea of what I was doing, the project went a lot smoother, but I still couldn't get the fit perfect. I suspected I'd need a lot more experience with metal shaping or specialized equipment for that. Despite sitting a bit awkwardly on my wrist and not being any more durable than my first attempt, the bracer looked amazing. The formerly chunky placement of the hinges and latch now smoothly blended into place in the design. The build seemed to look so professional that it could be mistaken for being molded in a single piece. There were little touches on the edges that added a sense of sleekness, and the surface was beautifully finished. All the little stylistic touches had taken some extra work, but nowhere near the amount they should have. If I tried to build something like this before getting that last power, it would have taken weeks and not come out anywhere near as finished. It was beautiful, and it was only my first attempt. Once I had a theme, an idea of what kind of hero I wanted to be, then I'd have to rebuild it to match. For now, it was just a beautifully made wrist guard that, thanks to my other power, effectively made me bulletproof. It was getting into the evening, but I decided to take a crack at another project. With my durability boost, I could theoretically head out for hero work. The thing was, I would need at least some kind of offensive ability. I may have had access to a magic metal shop, but my knowledge of how to work with that was limited. I'd considered trying to throw together some basic weapons, but given how crude my earlier work was, I decided to wait until I had some ability to facilitate things. Well, I had an ability now. Not one that would help with anything advanced, but one that would at least stop me from embarrassing myself when I showed up with a basic weapon. I was making a baton. It was absolutely the simplest weapon I could make, a metal club. I was adding a little more flourish than just taking a piece of bar stock to the streets, a bit of work on the grip, some rounding on the top, texturing on the handle, but generally it was 1.5 feet of metal that I would be able to hit people with. I wasn't expecting much from the project. Once again, my new power came through. While the function was no better, there were little design touches that added a professional air to it, a sense of sleekness and elegant craft that seemed to exude from it, despite the incredibly basic design. All the little shortcuts I had taken were made to look completely intentional, rather than as cheats for someone who barely understood what he was doing. I took some experimental swings with it. The solid metal had heft to it that would probably mess someone up badly if they caught a blow. The balance was a bit off, probably to be expected, but with my complete lack of weaponsmithing experience, I had gone for design because it was the most basic thing I could think of. No worries about technique, grip, or proper form. Hold and swing. I'm sure there were ways to improve upon that, but I mainly wanted a weapon that I couldn't screw up, and this fit the bill. So there I had it. Basic cape equipment. Significantly heavier towards defense than offense, but that was better than the alternative. With this, I could actually do it. I could go out and be a superhero. That led to another problem. 2 items, no matter how powerful, did not make a costume. I had a superpower that would pull together any style I wanted to go with it, but I didn't have much to work with on that front in terms of skill, material, or even a theme. Sorry, I'm choking just a tiny bit right now, so I'm going to stop here. Thanks for listening.